Alright, it looks like we're live, so welcome back. Today I'm going to be continuing to work on Kano. Alright, so before we get started, I would like to launch a pull request. So I wasn't able to accept it because it was kind of outdated and it didn't merge properly, but I took the contents of it and put it in, and I did, in the commit message, I acknowledged it. From Mo again, yet again. Let's see, where is it? Oh shoot, this is the main one. It wasn't in the main branch. It was in the secondary branch, which we're going to merge hopefully after today. Right here. This one, right here. This. Alright, so yeah, that was it. So basically the way it works is C extension. So it checks for the C extension and then it executes GCC. So it tries to compile if you're in a C file, and then if there's any errors, it will output it to a file. So it's pretty cool. Right now it's not super useful because it just outputs the file, but in the future, we'll be able to make it like incorporate. Sort of work like how an LSP works, I believe. So eventually it probably will get replaced by an LSP, but for now, it will work. So if I actually open, let's see, I can open main.c, I think. And there we go, it loads. And then if I actually look at the errors, there is no errors. And then success, it was successful. So there we go. So that's pretty cool. And if we do make something with an error, if I open like s.c or whatever, and I write an error, like exit 1, and I don't put a semicolon, then I think I didn't actually output that. Is it only when you open it? I don't know exactly how it works. I think it runs like on a timer. So actually, I might need to wait. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into how it actually works. I just know that it does work. Because I was testing it and it was working. All right. Well, I'll figure that out later. Thank you for making this kind of content. I love system programming in C. Me too. Yes. Okay. So today I would like to do undo redo stuff. So I sort of made a version of that before. But the way it worked, it copied the entire contents of the buffer over and over again. So it kind of filled up your memory, and then if you had a big file, that was obviously quite problematic. So I want to do it now. I was considering making it like diff-based, like, diff. You can check the diff between two different files, diff, .c, x.c, that's going to be a lot of stuff. Sort of like that, like make something like that where it takes the diff. But I was thinking, and actually doing some research into how some other text editors do it, and the way I understand, Nano does it, where basically, whenever you do an action that changes something, it basically pushes onto the stack the opposite action, So like if you insert a character, then it will push onto the undo stack, delete that character. So if you want to undo it, it will just do the opposite of whatever action you just did. And I think I can do something like that. And that might be easier. It might not work out, and then I might go with a diff-based approach as well. But I want to try this, because I think that could be interesting. So to start, actually I'm going to need to make some stuff in main.h. So right now I have undo. I don't think I use it, because it's outdated. This is the previous one. But I can sort of repurpose it, right, for other things. So if I change this, basically what we need is the undo type, right? Undo type. And that's the type of undo. So, if it's like insert, insert character, insert row, stuff like that. And then this is the actual contents of it. Maybe data. And then probably the data size as well. Okay. Data size probably. Makes more sense. Do that. And then we'll know sort of what we have to insert. And sometimes we won't have data. Like if it's a delete type, then it would just be deleting it. We probably need the position as well. Position. And the position is going to be, gonna need capacity. Make it like a dynamic array, right? Actually, I'll make it the same as the other ones, the same naming scheme, right? Yeah, so position, this will be the position in the buffer where we have to actually do it. So let's make this undo type. That'll be an this will be undo type. And so for now, we'll have insert character and delete character. So if we have those, so let's say this will be the opposite of it, right? So that's what we'll push onto the undo stack. So we'll need an undo stack as well, which we do have in the state right now, undo and redo stack, so I think I can repurpose those. I just need to change this actually to actually be that. Undo stack size. And I think for now I'll make it size like that. and then I'll make it dynamically. So then we'll be able to push to it. Okay. So let's see. So in here, like when we delete character, right? Buffer delete character. That is not what I want. Right here. So we can do that, and we can actually save the character before, you know? So basically, create and undo. We're gonna need the state in here as well, though, to do that. So maybe I want to actually, let's see. Maybe make a function for that instead, which we can actually call before that. But I feel like we should call it in this function. That's probably better. So let's just add the state here, and we'll just have to, we'll have to add it wherever, because we're gonna push onto it. So we'll make an undo. And this isn't gonna have, this is gonna have a character, just a single character though. Okay. So how do I want to do that? So first of all, I need to make undo. Let's see. Let me go up here. So undo, and then it'll be that. So dot type. Let's just zero initialize this. So we'll say undo dot type equals insert character. Yeah. So in this case, we want to insert a character. So then we'll just do we can do DA append. So that's like dynamic array append, right? So if I put undo dot data into there, actually I'm going to need to make a separate thing. Can I just use the same data actually that we use here? Yeah, I can use that same thing because it's exactly the same. So then, yeah, we'll just have data. There we go, and that'd be a lot better actually. Then we can actually use that here. So undo dot data, and then we want to insert whatever the current character is. Data buffer cursor. Actually, we do want to do this here. Okay, so we can do that, and that will append the data to the dynamic array for this one. And then we just need to set the undo stack. Undo stack. State undo stack size equals, and just set it to that. Okay, yeah, and that should allocate and everything. Actually, I don't know if is that gonna work? Let's see. So then, is there anything else that we need to set? I don't think so. That should be good. Let me see if it actually compiles. Shoot, I have some old stuff with old stuff here. So let me see here. We don't need that anymore. We don't need any of that. And we don't need to allocate these either. Okay. Yeah, so then everywhere I call buffer delete character, we need to add the state. Wait, do we even have that here? We do not, so we have to push it all the way here. So that's going through a different. Alright, that's a bit annoying, but I can handle that. State. Yeah, so now we'll have to update those as well. Delete row. Delete. Okay. We'll pass in here as well. And then, you know, I'll come to this as well and push it out to that and stuff like that. But not gonna yet. So I just need to actually be like that because we need it here. State. Okay. Alright, so that was the last one, but now we're gonna have a few more when we call dynamic plays. Right here, so we need to pass the state from there as well. Buffer delete row as well. Delete row. Okay, so a few different places. Not yet row. Is this the only place that I call that? Seems to be. Alright. Oh shoot, so that is not a pointer. So. Alright, let me see. How does this work? Yeah, so I need to actually so in here, so buffer delete character. So I think I used the DA append wrong. So we do it like this. Buffer rows. It needs to be a pointer to it. That's what we usually do. Okay, buffer delete character. Yeah, now I need to update the header file actually. delete character state. I don't have all the functions in here because I have not updated it yet. So there might be some other ones. Unused parameter state. What? And replace. Why is it unused? Oh, because I don't pass it. I need to pass it when we call replace. There we go. Okay, now it actually compiles. And it doesn't seem to say call. And let's delete stuff. Alright, so I think it's working. So when we press U, we want to actually insert the character at that position. So right now we have a buffer. Well, we can just set the cursor to that position. Yeah, that should work out. Alright, so let me try that. We'll press undo. We need to switch over the top of the thing, basically. Well, hang on. Well, first of all, we need to pop it off. So, yeah. Let me actually go back to buffer delete character. And I want to change this to be push. You know? Push on undo stack. So undo push. And just push the current undo. Like that. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. And then make an undo push and undo pop. So, I don't know, let's put it here for now. Undo push. And then this one's actually going to turn undo pop. And we just want to insert the character. So, this is going to take the state. This one's going to take the state and then also what we're pushing. So then we can, basically just append it there. So we do need to check the boundaries and stuff, but that I can't worry about that yet. I'll probably just assert, right? That state. Let's see, undo. What's it called? Undo stack size, yeah. Stack size is less than 16. Stack 8, there we go. Just for now, temporarily. Because it's going to be a dynamic, because it can just throw pretty much indefinitely, I think. Because it's not going to be filling up, well, maybe not, there's going to have to be some limit. But, it can be pretty large, because we're not copying the whole buffer. So this will be state undo stack. Size plus equal undo. And there we go. And then this, we just want to assert that state undo stack size is greater than 0. Stack undo. Okay, and we'll just return the output of this. Minus, and there we go. Okay, so that should be push and pop, and then we should have the undo push. We need to actually pass the, whoops, what? Okay, let me try that again. Undo push state. Okay, so we have that. And then, then we need to undo pop. So undo pop state, and that should return the undo, which we can then switch over the type. New type. And what do we want to do with that? Basically, case insert character, case delete character. Great. I think that is what I called them, yeah. Yeah. So insert character. We want to set buffer current position equal, not current position, rather cursor equals, we didn't set the location. I forgot to do that. So that is kind of important. Basically, position, right? A new position, and we want to buffer insert character buffer, and we want the we can't really just insert a single character here, but we'll just take the first part, right, because that's what we appended to it. Okay, yeah, we'll just take the 0th character. So yeah, it's a bit okay. Undo dot data 0. So I think that'll work. Data. And then we have to set the condition when we do push. when we actually call that, we need to set undo.position equals buffer cursor. Okay, so I think something like that. We have some issues. Undo, alright, what's it called? Did I get rid of the position? Why did I do that? There we go. That is quite important. Undo, whoops. Undo stack size. There we go. Alright, CD build. Let's try that. Insert some stuff. X, undo. And it did insert the character. Okay, and then assertion failed, stack underflow, that is fine. Alright, so that works. That undo works. Obviously the assertions aren't very good, but okay, so that's pretty cool. And then maybe we'll do one with inserting a character. So for now, I'm gonna have it when you are in insert mode, you insert a character, and we'll just push that. So obviously that's not ideal, because we'd like, maybe at like certain points, like when you insert a character that is not alphanumeric, right? So, you know, something like that or something like that. I think that's how Vim does it, if I understand correctly. Or if you exit insert mode. But for now, let's do it each character insert. To test it out, make sure it all works. So let's see. Then we just delete the character. So let's do handle insert keys. And what we want to do is, hello Overlord, how are you doing? We want to basically insert the current character. Okay. So I want to create an undo. In the same way, it's going to be, you know, could be condensed, but for now, we'll do that. And let's actually copy exactly what we did. Right here, yeah, just copy this exactly. It's going to be pretty much the same thing. And no insert. What are you working on? I am working on a text editor. Writing it in C using end curses. So it's a modal editor similar to Vim. Yeah, if I actually make it so we can, well, it's on Python. So basically, the way it works is it's a text editor, right? And there's different modes. So normal mode is the default one. That's like navigation and stuff. I is insert mode, so you can type stuff, and then you press escape to change the mode back. A couple different keybinds you can use. They're pretty much the same as Vim keybinds. And then right now I'm working on undo, so you can actually undo the things that you've done, just like that. Right now that's all you can undo is just deleting a single character. I'm working on expanding that, so yeah, and that's pretty much the thing. And there's some more information on it here. Like here's all the keybinds. We have some search, different commands, config files, syntax highlighting as well. So like I can highlight the C file right here. Yeah, highlights it. You can customize it a lot, stuff like that. Yeah, and the link to it is there if you want to look at that as well. That is pretty much the gist of what I'm working on. What is that? Why is it 2? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, paste that in. So this is going to be delete character. And we don't need to append anything. Okay, and then we can just push that. I think that's it. So then in the group, when we do this, delete character, we just need to set the cursor equals undo.position, and then buffer delete character at the current position. And I think that should pretty much be it. You need to pass the state as well. And actually, ooh, that's an issue. That's not good. Because what's gonna happen, this buffer delete character, it will actually, it actually pushes another undo. So you would just keep undoing your, okay, so I need to think about that. So I'll probably move this into anywhere that we call that. That is interesting. I didn't think about that at all. But yeah, so we can insert stuff and then undo it, but then it just goes right back. That's kind of interesting. That is interesting indeed. So yeah, I definitely don't want that in here. That is not ideal. So I'll just put it here. Let me actually do this. I think that will work. That will work as well. Render state. Yeah, then we don't need the state in there, right? Oops. Yeah, then I'll just put it out for now. Okay. That is interesting. I didn't even think about that, honestly. Yeah, basically, we would delete a character, and then it would push onto the undo stack the character that we just deleted to reinsert it. So you would press undo, and then you press undo again, and it would undo the thing that you just undid, which is not ideal. Typically, you want like an undo redo kind of thing. There we go. That works as expected. So all the characters that you insert get deleted, and then yeah, underflow. That's good. Okay. So that's fine then. So I'll just handle it like that. I think that is fine. So I'll probably make maybe even make a macro for that or a function. Let's see. So let's see. If you pass that, you don't always want to append though. So that's the thing. Like append characters. Okay. We can have something for this though. And then we could just do the DNA append. So that should probably be a macro. I think that makes sense as a macro. So let's see, how would it be called? So basically, undo, create, so it's very clear. And we would need the type and then the position, because the position might not always be the cursor. So maybe we'll pass that. Type and position, I think. Yeah. So then let's do that. Wall 0. None of that. All right. So we want to. All right. So we want the type and position. So we basically want to do this stuff. I'll align it all afterward. So this will be position. Position. And this is the type. Okay. So I think that should work. Alright. Alright. So let's try that. Create, undo. Create character. And then buffer cursor. Will that do? Okay. It doesn't like that. Okay, it didn't create it. So it's a different scope. So I don't really want this to do all of it. I do without. Maybe that's not good. Undo has no member named buffer. Oh shoot, because it expanded type into that, so this needs to be like TN. TP. Okay, I think that works then. Let's see, so will it properly? So if I delete cell, it does seem to work. Okay. So I think that works. So create undo. We can do that as well as handle insert keys. Again, we don't really want to do it every time though. We instead want to, when we're in insert mode, we just keep appending to the undo buffer, and then once we press certain character leave, we want to actually push it. But for now, it's just going to insert here. So in the same way. Oops. There we go. Make sure that all works. Save fault. All right, so it did not work. It's not insert char, it's delete char. Delete char rather. There we go. And that works. And the assertion failed, but that's fine. Okay. So that's pretty good. So let's try to do the buffer thing. So basically, we enter insert mode, and we want to. Whenever we do this, we append it to the buffer. Yeah, and then if it's a non-alphanumeric character, right, then we want to push to it. Or if we press, well, maybe we'll just do when you press escape for now. So how do we want to append to that? And then also, what's the position going to be exactly? Because we want to delete more than one character. So we certainly need like a starting and ending position for that. But that also won't quite work. So that's interesting. So we really just need to push onto there. That's okay. Yeah, trying to think. So we can't really have a start and end position because you can move and then insert in a different place. So that won't work. So we kind of need to just push each individual character, delete it, and the position of it, and then make that sort of into one. If that makes any sense, where you press undo and then it's 1. So how would that happen? How do we handle that? Exactly, basically. So, because they all need their own individual position, right? So, so what if the data can name the position as well? So then for each one, well, that wouldn't really work, would it? We might need to make sort of like, that's interesting. That is interesting. I don't really, I did not consider this. Okay, let's see. So let's say we have, okay, type actions. These all need their own individual positions, right? They all have their own position. And then we would delete each one individually. You know, because say we didn't, actually, let's say it's multi-line, right? So say we inserted these ones. That doesn't work, actually. So we inserted that and then all of these, right? Then we would want to undo all of them at once, the whole insert by pressing undo. So we need to sort of loop over the ones that you did. So yeah, because we don't need to store the contents when we're just deleting characters like this. Yeah. So we could have like so multiple char. Kind of long, but it could even just be I multi-char. But let's make it very clear what it is for now. And then, so that'll be the type, but then how do we store all the positions? So the positions kind of need to be an array. We could do that. Yeah. So what are the rows? The rows are like this, right? So if we had an array of rows, starting n, maybe a different data structure, you know? So we have the data, that's a dynamic array. A dynamic string array. What if we have, so I want to put it, like undo stuff is down here, so that's fine. So we'll have, instead of a character array, it'll be a position array, right? Data. Let's see. Count and capacity. I'm making the names all the same so that we can use the append still. The same macro. And then this will be, this is called, this is like the positions, right? Positions, yeah. So we'll store multiple positions, and if it's to delete a single character, then it's just going to be 1. But if it's multiple characters, it'll be longer. So I think that makes sense. Then I do have to update the code to make sure that works. It's not good because, alright, so yeah, we need to basically do that position. And yeah, actually we need to adjust this. Now the macro is broken, actually. Okay. Maybe it would be better function. Basically undo dot position. I'm gonna set it individually. Well, let's just do like a call the macro for me. Append. Will that work? Be a pointer though. Yeah, we're missing that, and then yeah, buffer cursor. Yeah, we need to set an undo dot position. So in this case, it'll just be the 0th one, so position 0. We do need like to assert that. Assert that is greater than 0 and stuff like that, but for now. It's not called position, it's called data. Okay, and then yeah, we just need to handle this. Really, it should go after this probably because char. Great. Okay, yeah, so I'll move it to after. I think that makes also put it up with the other enums, so it makes sense where it's at. Consistency. Alright, like that. And I'll move it there. There we go. Okay, so we have that. And then yeah, we can append each position of each one. So I think that would make sense. And then when we press escape, we'll just push it. Okay. Okay. So, how are we going to do that? So when we go into insert mode, we'll need to create an undo. But how do we keep using the same one, right? So we need to kind of, we need like a current undo. Maybe in the state or the buffer. Is that what I would want? Because we need a way to access it, and then as we insert the characters, we continuously append the positions that we want to delete. So, yeah, let's see. Would it make sense in the buffer or the... I don't know about the buffer. Probably, let's get rid of this. Probably would be better in here. Like the current undo. Don't want that. Undo. Current undo. So, yeah. And then that's what we'll be continuously adding to, right? So, let's see. If we press I, and we want to set state, I'm just going to do it in the regular insert mode for now. Not like these other ones. State undo. Okay, state undo equals 0. So just sort of 0 on each side. Current undo. Might do that. Needs to be casted though, right? Okay, so that works. Then we have the current one. We don't have any data yet. Then handle insert keys. We want to, let's see. Well, we should probably do this even. Char. We don't really want that though. We don't really want that position. So let's see. What does this do? So that sets the type. We should probably set the type. When we enter insert mode, you know? State current undo type equals delete multiple char. And we don't push it yet. We don't push it until we press escape. Okay. Multiple character. And then we need to keep appending to the positions. What we're going to delete. So handle insert keys. So we'll just do in here. We don't want to push it. We want to do that when we press escape. State, and then we want the state current undo. Okay, so we can append the position. So state position. That was called positions. Yeah, no, it's position. Okay. That's fine. Okay, append that, and then want to append append the current position. Cursor like that. Just keep appending that. Okay, state has no... Yeah, it's not state of position, it's state undo dot position. Undo stack, that's what it's called. Okay. Is it pointer? Did you mean to use arrow? Undo, oh, sure. Insert multiple character. I need delete multiple character as well, because that's what we're actually using right now. So insert and delete. There we go. We don't handle it now. Let's handle that in the switch. And we want undo switch. So case delete multiple character. So then we need to iterate over. Let's see. Iterate over the position stack, right? And actually delete each character in each position. So yeah, I think we can do that. I is less than. That's really the same as this if it's 0, right? Or if the size is 1. So maybe we can even use that. I'll think about that. Like we might be able to condense it, you know? Okay, but for now, let's see. Undo. Okay, how do I want to do that? Undo. We need the undo stack. So how do we get? Oh yeah, we pop it off there. So undo dot position dot count I plus plus, and then basically just do this. Right. Except we want to use I instead of that. Alright, let's compile. Let's see if it works. So if I do that and then undo, I deleted one character, and that was it. So that's not quite right. Character, that's the type. Okay. Insert keys. we append that. Append to the position. That's on key enter. That's not what we wanted. We wanted to put it in here. Like that. There we go. Alright, still not work. Okay, so I think it's something with how we're handling this. So undo position not count. Oh shoot, but now the position is going to be outdated after we delete it. So we need to sort of not really delete it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Because once we delete it, the position changes. Because it's an absolute position. So that's that makes it even more complicated. I don't know if that's what the issue is though. Let me write log. Undo dot position not count. And then let's also print probably the character, right here. Not the count, but the data I, and then the current character. Buffer data dot data, like that. And let's see what it is. I've got a semicolon. Let's look at the logs. What that is about. Did not write anything. So it popped it off. But it wasn't right. Oh, I need to break here as well. That's not what the issue is, I don't think, but oh yeah, it's like it didn't get there or it was 0. Did I not append to the proper thing? No insert. To the position. Oh shoot, I want to append not to the current undo. To that one. And that's the one that we pushed. It's dot. Alright, solution failed. Okay. We did do that, but then it went too far, so it's because of the deletion that I was talking about. So that's not quite gonna work. We need to start at the greatest one, actually. So we need to kind of sort it. That's not ideal. Yeah. Because if we start at, the greatest one, it's like doing this, if we just try it. 1 is greater than 0, then that would work, I think. But obviously that's not great, and that's only going to work if you don't go backwards. If I do that, then it works. Except for the last one. Why is that A? Okay. Greater than or equal to 0. Then that takes all of it. Yeah, but we can't go backwards in that case. Insert up here, or it's not going to work. Does it wrong. So we could sort it. So I want to do that though, because that could get annoying. So how else could it be handled? Like I think it's gonna be similar to this, but it's not quite right. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close. See, how could we wait to delete the characters? I mean, I could use like qsort or whatever. But I don't know that I want to do that. Okay. Okay. Also, I don't really I think this isn't very useful anymore, considering how we handle that now. But let's see. I don't know. Let me look at nano undo, because that's sort of what I am basing it on, right? Not, but how does it work? Not like this. How does nano undo work? Is there a good one? Like, how does it actually work? Can I look at, like, nano source? I don't know if I'll be able to search through it good enough. Let's see. Browse on the web. That's what I want to look for. Let's see. Let's see. It's loaded, so that's good. Tree. Source. This isn't very much. Okay, is it like undo? Or is it built into another one? History, it could be that. Charms, I'm not sure. Undo, let's just search. Is there... Okay, add undo. That's interesting. Update. Okay, so that could be something. Undo. Alright, so where does it come from? Let's see. So... let's see, text. It could be in there. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. So let's see. Update multi-line undo. Undo struct. Is that declared here? Alright, is there like let's see. Maybe I should clone it even? That might be useful. Can I do that? Oh shit. I should do so it just grabs the newest one. Because otherwise it's gonna be quite a bit, right? Alright, nano. Let's go to source. Alright, so let's grab undo. Was it undo source struct? What was it called? I had it open here. Undo struct, just a single thing. Undo struct. Let's see. Where's it? Yeah, right here. So definition.x. That makes sense actually. Undo struct. Okay, undo type. So is that declared in here? It is. Well, okay. So add, enter, back, delete, join, replace. Okay, interesting. Indent, unindent. Alright, want to stop. Alright, let's go back to this. So then flags. Okay, line number, where the operation began or ended. The exposition. String data to help to restore the affected line. Okay. The file size before the action. File size after. Okay. Undo. Info specific to groups or lines. Copy of that. Line number of the current line. Corresponding to the above line number. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Undo stock. Is there more in here? Okay, so this is like a linked list. Alright. Let's see how it's actually used then. Undo struct. Current undo. Text.c. Current undo. Let's see. 24 references to that. It's like what I had, the current undo, and then you modify it, right? Open current undo. Alright. Equals u. So where is u defined? U. Is that a thing? No. Okay, current undo. This item. Undo items that are newer than the given one. Okay. Add undo. Let's look at that. So, undo type action. U equals like okay. Type equals action. What is action? That's the type. Okay. Yes, this is basically just creating one. Alright, that makes sense actually. Current X. Okay. And let's see, what do we call this add undo? Wait, do we need elsewhere on the line? Start a new undo item. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm not sure I've learned a lot, but I might. You know, I need to go deeper into it. Okay, no, no. Alright. Let's see. So. Alright. I don't need this anymore. That is something from the old buffer. Okay. Let's see. So. Yeah, we need the position. And then. If you move at all, what if, okay, we could have a start and an end. And then if you use any arrow keys or any motion like that, then we could actually push it as well. Okay, that could work actually. So what if we do that? So instead of a position stack like this, we have a size t start, right? Size t end. So start and end. And so start and end could be equal, and that means we're just deleting one character, yeah? Okay. So then here, just go from position dot, whoops, position. It's actually undo dot end. Let's see. So I don't, okay, no, this is start. And this is start as well. We're just doing one, we'll just go to the start. But here we want undo dot start. Start and end. And then while it's greater than undo dot start, I minus minus, and cursor equals I. And then we'll delete it. Okay, so we can do that, and we'll have to update a few places as well. Let's see. No member name position. Yeah, so that DI append's not gonna work anymore. Handle, insert, keys. So instead, yeah. So basically we'll set the start when we press I. And we'll set the end, yeah, that makes sense. And we'll just, we don't need to append anything actually. So basically, when we press escape, we want to push that, but first of all, we want to set state current undo dot end equals buffer cursor, right? And then when we press I, we want to set state cur undo dot start equals buffer cursor. And if we move it all, then we want to probably want to create a new one. So we want to push the current one and create a new one. I think that would work. Like, let's say I do that, and then I do that. What's that? Okay, I think that would work. So, yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, okay. Then it's always going to be, there's going to be a start and an end, because you can't, like, insert characters backwards and stuff. Then in size t. We don't really want to go equal to start. And we want to make this a size t. Okay. So yeah, in this one, we can't have this anymore. We just want to set the start. Start equals p. There we go. So let's do create undo. What do we call that? We're gonna call it data, so that's fine. Right, okay. Let's run this. And if we type stuff, then we undo, and it goes there. So we do need to do greater than or equal to. But then it could be 0. So let's see. Create multiple. Because if it's equal to 0, then we don't want to do this. So I guess we'll make it empty, and then we'll just cast. We can set it to that, and then set it to here. that should work, right? Alright, yeah. And then if we use any of the arrow keys, right? So then we want to create a new one. So create a new one with the new start. So basically do the same thing that we do when we press I. So take this. So I want to push the old one and do that. So yeah, if we press left arrow, that's the most important one, like going backwards. We want to, first of all, do that. And then set that after we move to the left. So, you know, this is being repeated, so that's the thing as well. So yeah, do that. And we don't push it. Well, we do push the current one, so that's not great. But then they'd be equal, so it wouldn't delete anything. So I think that's fine. Actually, it would delete one. So I don't know if that's going to work out. Let me try that. So I do that, then it just deletes a bunch of characters. So that's not great. So we only want to push it if they are not equal to each other. Or if, yeah. How do I want to say that? Undo dot end. It's not equal. Undo dot start, then post this. Is that right? Would they be equal? I don't think they are equal. Okay, but we still push that last one, so that's why that happened. So we don't want to delete it unless we actually insert something. So how are we going to do that? So we press escape. We need to add this to the escape as well. Yeah, I think so. Okay, like this. Then it should. I go like that, and then I undo. It only undoes that one. Alright, there we go. But then if I go like this, and I go back here, and then I insert some more, and I undo, and undo. There we go. So that works pretty much as expected. You cannot delete characters right now, so that kind of messes stuff up. Well, I guess you can't, like, re-insert the character. Can you leave that again? No. So, do we even need to worry about that? Let's add this. So we basically need the same thing for all of them. So should I even add it? Not to the left one. I would basically make like a function for it. Well, let's see. So we have this. This same thing. That's just one line, so that's fine. Set the end, and then we want to create a new buffer, right? So can we use the? We can use the create undo. That should work fine. Because that's all the same thing as basically what we're doing here. So this can be create undo. Delete multiple characters, and then buffer cursor. There we go. So we have that. Then we don't need this, and we don't need that. We don't need that in the I either. And I spelled it wrong, so create undo. Yes, and we'll insert these, and then we can do pretty much the same thing in these, I believe. Right. Got these as well. Set it down, up, and then the right arrow as well. Alright, how does that look? I spelled it wrong and I didn't fix it, I guess? I thought I did. I guess I don't fix something. Create undo. There we go. Okay. Undo set but not used. Shoot, we might not actually be able to set it here. Because there is no scope, right? And also it's not used. Oh shoot, but we need to actually set the current undo equal to this one. So state cur undo equals this. Okay, it doesn't like that. Yeah, because they don't all have these. I need those. Okay, that should be fine then, right? Let's see. Undo set but not used. In which one? Oh shoot, it's not used in here, right? We need to set it here as well. Undo, cur undo, and there we go. And this needs to be that as well. Anywhere where you declare variables. Okay. No, it's state cur undo. My bad. Okay, let's see how that looks. So if I type stuff, and I go like this, and go like this, and then I type some more, it undoes to that point. Alright, I'm looking at multiple lines. So if I do that, it clears the whole thing. I go like this, and I go up here, and I insert some stuff there, undo that, and undo the whole thing. Okay, that looks pretty good to me, I think. This, insert some stuff here, go back here, insert a few things there, undo that, undo that, undo that. Okay, that looks pretty good. That, alright. So I think I can actually do this, just like right here. Well, only if it returns true, though. So, actually, I'll put it down here, and I think that will, that'll do it for all of them. Well, some of them we don't necessarily want to do it like that, though, right? Like, if you press O, you want to be able to undo that. And we'll think about that. But right now, it actually works in all the different inserts. So if I do that, or if I do this, and then I go here and insert, it works. Or if I go there, insert that, if I go here and insert, and undo that. Alright, that looks pretty good. Pretty good too. Okay, that is looking pretty good, actually. So, okay, that works. That works pretty well. So what else? So we also want it, like, if we delete a row. So, like, if we do delete, that deletes an entire row. We don't have a way to undo that right now. So that would be, let's see, delete row. Buffer delete row. That's what we've got. So we need to, we call it buffer delete character, but we need to actually have, like, a start and end, or maybe just the row number. How would I want to go back to that? Well, if we grab all the data from the delete character and we append that to the buffer, then we could just have the start position. And I think that would work, right? If we just had insert multiple character, and the start position would be there, and the end would be at the end, you know? So let's see. I don't know. Do we want to call it in buffer delete row though? Because is there like going to be an unintended side effect like there was with the other one? Well, I don't think so, because we don't have like buffer insert row, right? Yeah, we don't. We do not. So I think that would be fine. Create an undo here. So you insert multiple character. And then what the position is the. I'm actually do it right here. Position will be start. And then here we can va append to the state. Well, we need to set the state current undo equals undo. State current undo. Well, no, we don't even need to do that because we can just use the undo. So va append undo dot what did I call it? Undo. Yeah, just data. Undo dot data, and we want to just append the current character. Right. So append buffer data dot data buffer cursor. And this needs to be a pointer actually, so we can do that. And that should append it to the array. And then when we actually restore the multiple characters, it should be fine, right? That should work. And then we also call it again here. We need to worry about that. I don't know. But then we have the position where we want to insert that. So let me see. Will that actually compile? Let's compile. And then if we have insert multiple character, so we need to iterate from the start, and we just want to insert the characters there. Well, how do I want to do that? We want to set the cursor to the start position, and then insert the character starting at the end position, and just keep inserting it there, and it'll keep pushing it over. I think that would work, right? So, let's see. Set buffer cursor equals undo.start. We don't ever push the undo though. So that is the thing. Delete row. Let's see. So we need to push the undo down here. Push undo. You can say, hello, 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 hello. How are you? How are you doing? So say equal to the start position. Then iterate over it. Let's do an int again. Actually, equals buffer. No. Great. That is great. Undo.end. Well, I is greater than or equal to undo.start. That's fine. So do want to no I minus minus, right? Whoops. What the heck? Whoops. That was something I was looking at earlier. Assembly. And then okay. Interesting. Not sure why it opened like that though. Some swap file or something. Anyway, it's better than that. We need to cast it to int. Then we just want to buffer. Insert character. Insert that character. Yeah. Buffer and undo.data I. Data. Okay. Is that gonna work? Push undo. Let's see. Really delete row. I need a buffer. Okay. Needs to be a pointer to this as well. Am I using the wrong one? Undo push, right? Yeah. The push undo is another thing, which I need to get rid of. It's just in the header file. It's not actually, it doesn't actually exist. So undo push. No. Push undo. Yeah, so I can just get rid of those. Okay, undo push. Undo and buffer, so that's not right. Undo and state. Right, that is what we got. No, it goes the other way. So state and undo. There we go, like that. Build, and let's see. So this will delete a row. And then it's not inserted. Okay, search and failed, cursor 1. So we did not like that. Insert character. Let's see. Cursor right there. So buffer get row failed. Okay. So let's see. Insert multiple. There. That's what I want to handle. So let's see. We set it to the start, which in this case would be 0, right? I think so. And then we start at the end. We just insert the characters. Yeah, and we insert the characters in like the reverse order, right? So why does that not work? And actually, we don't even want to do it like that, but we want to iterate through the count of the data, not like this. So undo data.count. Well, is greater than or equal to 0. That's how we actually want that, but I don't know if that's what the problem is. Okay, that did something, but not quite right. So why do you do that? Yeah, it inserts it there. So we didn't get the new line. So that is an issue. Okay. So we didn't insert enough characters. Let's see. Delete row. So I think we have to buffer cursor. Do it one more time at the end, right? See, that looked right. Then I think this one didn't work. That was definitely not right. What the heck? What was that? Yeah, so that is not quite right. So if I delete that and undo it, so it inserts a lot of extra spaces. Why does it do that? Let's see. Do we need to do an extra one here? Like that. Not quite. No. That just inserted the same one twice, which actually, of course it did. Alright, well that's definitely not right, so... undo push, right? Alright, let's see, so it looks like it works on lines that are not the first one, right? So that one, undo, that was not right at all. Why did it do that? That worked. If we start it from here, it does not work. Let's see, delete that, and go there. That was actually entering insert mode. Let's see. Okay, weird stuff. I go like that. I want to make sure that this is all still working. Yeah, so that is all fine. It's just with the deleting rows that is not working. Okay, great undo. Let's see. We don't set the end, do we? So, we don't need the end though, because we have the count, right? But then that doesn't quite work. So we need to insert a new row when we are doing that. Well, let's see. I think I need to refactor how this works, because it's kind of confusing, and I don't know that it's right. Let's see. If I do like this, right? If I delete a row, that works, and that works. That works as expected. Why did it insert so many lines? I don't quite get that. I should write all of the right log. Let's see. So just basically the current character. Where is that? Data, buffer, cursor. Let's see how that looks. Let me move the current log. And let's run it. And let's see this. Read that, read that, read that. And let's see what it says. So, all that. And there's a lot of these. Why is that? Because we don't iterate the curve. Oh, shoot. I want to actually, it doesn't exist anymore. So the first time it exists, we want to push one. Then we want to push it after we decrement it, before we delete it. I think that's what the issue is. That's why there's so many, at least part of the issue. Yeah, still not quite right. We have an extra one. Let's look at the lines. Yeah, so that's better. It's not a lot of blank ones. We don't want this though. Let's see, how does that look? Almost right. There's still some blank spaces. But yeah, that looks a lot better. Let's see. Go here, delete that, undo, and it inserts an extra space. Oh shoot, I think it's because yeah, I know why. Insert. Oops, insert. Not that. Insert remote character. I think it's because we do greater than equal to, right? We just want to do that. Or we want to start at count -1. Then do that, actually. Because otherwise we're just getting like garbage data, right? Alright, still do that. It still inserts that equal. If I just go with the greater than 0, it won't be 0. That actually gets right. We don't insert the new line at the end there. That's not quite right. Yeah, okay. Because if we do it on the first line, then we have to get the new line from the end rather than the start. Which, actually, we should always get the new line from the end. Right. Well. Yeah, I think so. Right. Yeah, basically, every other time, I think we get it from the start, the new line. But then here, we have to get it from the end, and that's why I have those weird checks. But if we just grab it from the end, then there won't be one at the end here. But if we try to insert it, then that's fine, as long as we start at the end of the row. Yeah, that should be okay. Okay. I see. Yeah, I think that would work. So let me modify how it works. Delete row. Yeah, so that's why we do start plus 1 or current start. But if instead we just start at current start. Oh, and what is current start? Get the row. But we need to do current end plus 1, right? Or does the current end have the new one? Let me try that. Let's see if that deletes it properly. No, because we want it to delete the new line, and it can't delete the new line there. So that's not here. Because, like, if we did that, yeah, we want it to delete the line. So, we need that one more. And that's why we have this if that, then we delete the extra one. So maybe we want to actually append the character there as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that makes sense. We have to decrement it first, though. Not quite, not quite. Trying to get it. Let's see. Yeah, that's not right. My cursor -1. That's one. That might be out of bounds though, so I don't know. That doesn't work. So where's the new line? We got a new line. Let's see, it works for those. No, it does not. That doesn't work. Was working. Pro equals 0, we do that. Yeah. So I think I might need to refactor this. So I might put it on hold, actually. Let's just kind of comment out this stuff. And just not use that. So we won't ever encounter this. And I'll need to come back to that and refactor, but I want to see if there's some other places that I could be something. So, yeah, this works, though. Insert mode. Undo works. What other times would you want to undo? If you're pasting stuff, you probably want to be able to undo that. We have at least some clipboard support. So we could do that. When we insert the character, we just need to append it to the data and then insert it. And it's always going to be like a linear thing, right? Well, actually, this would be deleting it, so that'd be fine. We just need like the starting position and then the ending position after, which would be easy to get. We just need the cursor position. So we could probably do that. Let's see how that works. So, right. Basically, I'll have to create and undo. And this will be delete multiple character. And then the position is buffer cursor, right? Because that's where we're inserting it. And then we want to set undo. Let's see, undo dot end equals buffer cursor. And then push undo. Push rather. Wait and undo. Okay, and I think that would work, right? That's pretty much it. So if I do this here, let me make a couple lines here. Do that. Yank it, paste it, then undo it, and it seems to work. So I insert stuff here and paste and undo. Okay, that seems to actually work quite well. Undo all the way back. Okay, that's pretty cool. That was not good. That was an assertion fail. I don't know why. I'm gonna undo something that it could not undo. And I don't know why. That was because of the stack underflow, because it's not dynamic yet. So So that makes sense. Really, we just want to pass on that point, though. Anyway, though. Yeah, I don't know why that assertion failed. I'll need to look into that. Has to do... Really? Does that even need to be an assert, right? Where would it? Let's say it's cursor, this. This could just, like, clamp it, right? The cursor. So I'm going to give you buffer.data.count. .count. Then just basically, let's see. Wait, what? If it's less than that? What is that? Oh, it has to be that. So if it's greater than that, then you just want to set it to that. I'm pretty sure that would be fine anyway. Like, if that's just if it gets out of bounds. And I think that's okay. Oh, shoot, but it's a const buffer in here. Because we're just getting the row. So that's why it was an assertion. Huh. Alright, well, yeah, maybe it doesn't be an assertion. Okay. Yeah. So it's an issue somewhere else. So I need to figure that out. Let me commit this though, because we do have at least something that is somewhat useful. Let's see. Start on implementing the undo system based on commit. Now there is undo for insert mode and X and P in mode. Okay. And I think that worked. So yeah, I'll probably look more into how let's see, Nano does it, like probably reading their code and stuff off stream, you know, and maybe make it similar to that as well. So let's see, do we have the undo here? We don't have redo. I'm not going to worry about the redo right now because that's not. I want to get the undo working before I worry about that. Okay, where else would we need that? So let's go to handle modifying keys, right? So any of these would want that. So this is deleting word, so we're deleting multiple characters here. So that would work. That would be inserting that, so that is fine. Also, that probably needs a bit of work, but anyway, this is deleting the entire row. Okay. Maybe instead of delete row, it should be like delete selection kind of thing, you know? Because we have whoops, that's not what I wanted. We can delete this selection like this, you know? So what if we made that a function, you know, delete selection, and then this, we just pass the start of the row and the end of the row, and do that instead, like iterate over that. And then that would probably be even more useful, because in here we could use that as well, because we could just start, we could just get the start and end position and pass that, instead of calling the character each time, and that'd be easier to work with that. So I think I'll probably do that. What is this? This is replace character. So this would be pretty easy to do. Just basically need to, well, this needs to be replaced. Yeah, so we can need another one of these. Let's put this enum up here as well. All the enums should be near each other. Alright, let's do replace character. Excuse me. Replace character. And yeah, so then basically we'll just create undo, replace character, and buffer cursor, right? And yeah, this just replaces it, so that's fine. And then we want to, where we iterate over it, we need this replace character, and that should be pretty easy. It's basically just the opposite of it. But we do need to push the character, and I did not consider that. Let's do that. So we need the original character. So we'll create append to undo. Pointer to it. Undo dot data, and then the state, right? And we'll push undo, state and undo, and that should do that. So character, basically just want to set buffer data dot data undo dot start equals buffer, not buffer, but undo dot data 0. And there we go. Probably need some like assertions to make sure it's not out of bounds, stuff like that. But, you know, it's not push undo, it's undo push. Undo push, there we go. Okay. And let's see, so if I replace this with space, and then undo, goes to R. Oh shoot, that's not good. Because I did the wrong thing. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of stupid. Basically, yeah. I pushed the current character, which is R. I instead want to push the current one at this position, you know? So I want this basically. Oops. Alright, whatever else. Do that. Yeah, so buffer. Wait, buffer. That's what I meant to do. Let's do that. And then replace with space, and undo, and it's A. And replace with K, undo. Space, 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 undo, undo, undo. And there we go. That is pretty good. I would like it to jump there though, so I'll probably set the cursor position as well. And let's get rid of this R. We don't have that anymore. I still have that in here. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, okay. So let's set buffer cursor equals undo.start. And here we'll just replace buffer cursor. Oops. And I'll actually do this probably out here. Well, no. Cursor equals I. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. So then it should work. So I can replace space, undo, undo, undo. And there we go. So that is good. I'll even commit that. Implement R undo. Or not really that. Basically R to undo. Okay, push that. Simple change. So let's see, handle modify. We'll also want like on visual mode when you select it, but I'm not gonna worry about that now either. I want to get the normal and insert mode all done first. Let's go here. Create undo. So yeah, if I implement these to use delete selection, then it would be a lot easier to actually do that instead of a delete row. Is that the only place that we call it? Do we call delete row in other places? That's the only one. So I think that'd be better because it'd be a lot more reusable and probably a lot cleaner. So let's try that. Delete selection. Oops. Selection. We still have yank line though. But that's fine because that'll work the same. For state and excuse me. We want the start, which will be we need to get the current row. So I'll need to, I'm gonna need to introduce a scope here. Yo, so we'll set, let's see. Yo equals get, buffer, get row. Buffer, so I'm gonna get the current row. And then we can actually get the row equals, buffer, rows, dot data, row. Oops. Then, here, we'll do row.start and row.end. And actually this can be called curve to be consistent here. Curve. And then we'll comment this out. And we'll try to implement that. I spelled it wrong. Delete selection. Alright, so let's do that. Buffer. I'm not going to get rid of the delete row yet. I cannot type delete row. Okay, so I'll just make a new one. Buffer delete selection. Buffer state. And then size the start, size the end, and we'll basically just iterate over that and delete the characters. So yeah, well, let's use int. Well, let's see, how do I want to do that? Yeah, we can set the cursor. We'll do the same thing I'll do out here. For cursor equals end. Wall. Buffer cursor. Cursor is greater than start. But if it's 0, then it would always be that, right? So maybe that's not a good idea. What if we start at the start though, and we just yeah, let's actually do that. Set the cursor equals start, and then while the I apologize, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce your name. But thank you for following. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Actually, that's not even gonna work, is it? So we delete the characters, but then so let's actually have the count, right? Let's have the count equals and minus start, right? So the start, the end is always gonna be greater than the start, so we can do that, I think. And then while count is greater than 0. Let's actually even make it an easier, because I think we're gonna want that. We'll do count minus minus, right? And then we'll just delete the character. Buffer delete character. Buffer. And that should delete the current character. Save as well. Okay. I think that would work. So then we just have to actually set the cursor though, equal to the start. And that should delete the character all the way down. So I'm pretty sure that would work. Okay, do the arguments. So oops, I made a mistake. There we go. Okay, and let's see how that set. So if I do that and delete, okay. But I don't think it's gonna work with the, what was that about? Yeah, so I want to delete one more. So I need to do I don't want to do that. Because I want to delete the new line as well. So what if we just do it in here, you know? It's not equal 0. Then buffer, delete, character, buffer, and save. I think that would work. So that should delete the new line as well. So we can delete that. That's fine. And delete that as well. And it's not deleted because we need to delete one for it. So we need to do cursor minus 1. I think there's a better way to do this. I'm not sure. So do that. That was fine. Insert some here, and there we go. Make it like this, and delete this one. That is not right. That is not right at all. Yeah. So we delete too much now. See, that's right. That one I would like it to delete one more though. Still. That's gonna go out of bounds, I believe. What did I do there? Yeah, that is not good. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But that was fun. You know, it's just once we delete this one, I want it to delete that one as well. So I don't know. I'll need to think about that. But now I should be able to use this delete selection here as well. It's basically XP start equals buffer cursor, then less than that, and that. Then we just need to do buffer cursor plus plus, and then buffer cursor plus plus here. Plus, and then set the end equals buffer cursor, right? And then just do current selection, right? Yeah, we want start and end. Let's see, how does that work? This needs scope here as well. And let's see, okay. Do that. And by keyword, that seems fine. Do that. That seems to work. Alright. I think that's probably better. Because now it's more more usable to the undo stuff. I'll do that as well. That works. That's good. Okay. So that is fine. Okay. I still want that n-1 though. I don't need that. Alright, I guess it goes 1 to 5, sure. So, yeah, so now if in here, everything that I delete just gets appended, you know? Well, I need to append more here though, so that's not quite gonna work. So I need to actually let me see. So if row, let's actually do xt. Well, let's see. We want to change either the start or the end. So let me do this actually. So move this up here. If row equals 0, then we want to call this. We want the end to be the full one, right? Otherwise, we want to call it. But we want to do one How do I want to do that? I don't know exactly. Let's see. I do that. Delete it. That's fine. Take that. That's fine. And okay, so what start minus one in that case. Okay. That is not right. Okay, so we need n minus one. So we just need to shift it to the left, basically. Okay, that works. That works. That works. All right, so that seems to work, and then that's all in here. So then we should be able to in here append it to the buffer, and then that can be the undo, and we just push that at the end of the delete selection. You know. And it's quite simple. So let's make create undo, and want it to be insert multiple characters, and then we want the start to be right here. Excuse me. And then want the end. How do we want to do that? It's kind of confusing actually, because well, we don't base on that. We base on the count. So I think that should be fine. So then let's in here we want to create append to the undo dot data and the current character. So buffer data dot data buffer cursor, right? Or count the cursor. And then I think we want the last one as well. And then undo push state and undo. That should work, I think. It should work. I don't know if I'm handling it correctly though. That is the only thing. Let's try that. Not quite. Yeah, that one's different. That one is not quite right. Alright, so it's not quite pushing the right stuff. Why does it do that? Oh. It's because of this last one. Or is it because of the way I'm handling the insert? Well, you know what I can do? I can actually right log the current one, you know, the undo data. So right log undo dot data So I think I should get it right. And then yeah, basically do this, do that, and undo. So all that. I think I should have probably separate window open. Let me open a new one. Let's see. And that's where I'll output the log, open channel. Let's do this, and do this, and do that, and then delete that. And let's add logs log. Alright, let me actually tell you about something that makes sense. So print f hello world. Try to print that out. Delete that. And that's the whole thing, but we have an extra one there. So yeah, we pushed too many, so we don't want this last E. That is the first thing. Let's make, and go here again. Run this, and let's try it again. Print that hello world. And then delete. Okay, and that looks right. And if I undo, it's backwards. Whoa. Why did that happen? Also, the resize did not work properly. So that's the thing. That is kind of funny, though. It inserts it backwards. Huh. How did I mess up that back? Insert multiple characters. Insert character. Data I. Oh, shoot, I know why. I need to increment the buffer cursor. Okay, that's kind of fun. I couldn't tell it was just doing that with just the regular one. Try that, do that, undo, and it failed. So, I think it failed handle why. We iterated it too far. So we want to do that. we don't want to iterate it on the last one. Also, let's just not start at the end. Let's start at 0. And while it is less than, undo, back data, back count, and let's plus, and insert that. So how's that going? Let me give a size to it again. It's going to start at 0 there, so hello. Okay, and it inserted too many. So why did it do that? But it did not push that many. That one we're fine. This one is not. Now it is. Wait. Yeah. So, so when we do that, it's too many. Okay, I see. Like that. Alright, yeah, so we get too many when we do that for some reason. On just the first line, we're deleting, we're appending too many. So let's see that. Selection. Alright. So, why does that happen? Append the current one. Excuse me. It's kind of weird. Oh shoot, we're getting garbage data. So we're leaving too much. So, let's go actually to right here. So yeah, I think this is on. So just need to do that. And let's see. Yeah, we're getting garbage data there as well. When the new line doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, so I see. I see why that happens. Okay. Yeah. Because the new line does not exist, and we're trying to delete it. Now let's just do that, because we can try to delete at the last character, because it just doesn't do anything. But then when we actually append that, okay, I see. So that is a bit more complicated. So if the row equals 0, yeah, so just, I'll just do n-1 for now, and it's not going to work right. I'll just do it that way. Yeah, now it doesn't do that, but it doesn't get the garbage data. It actually works. Yeah. So if I can print that, hello world, and then I can delete that and undo it, and it works fine. Also yank that, paste it there, delete it, undo it, delete, undo, and that works. So it's not going to work if I try to delete multiple. Shoot, that didn't even work. And that's broken for some reason. Now, okay, now I can't. Oh, shoot. I didn't think about that. Did I have that implemented before, where it was a loop? Because now that. Oh, shoot. It's because it doesn't delete the row. That's why. If I do this now, it'll work. Yeah. So I need to. I need to also get the last row. So, like, add the repeating count. Okay. I'm not going to write that down. But yeah, that is the thing. Also, I kind of want to get rid of these asserts, you know? So I want to make this a dynamic array. So that should be pretty easy, actually. Basically just, let's go to undo. So let's make, let's see, undo stack. So, struct undo stack, and it can just be, you know, data of undos, data. Size t count, and size t, what's the other one called? Count and capacity. Then we can just use DA effect. Undo stack. Undo stack. Alright, I want to keep the name the same though, but so then we can just do, yeah, DA append state undo stack. Data. No, it's not use that. And append undo. That should work fine, I think. And then this, just have to pop it off, and that's fine. But we need to use that thing. So undo stack dot there we go. Get rid of these asserts, and that should work fine. But if state undo stack dot count, let's see, so less than or equal to 0, and return. Excuse me. Yeah, then you just return nothing. That's not gonna work, is it? I need to actually return something. We can just return, well, we just return that. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh yeah, undo stack, dot data. Build, and it should still work. And all seems to work. Okay, but now I can actually undo all the way back and it's like, okay. Because it's returning 0, so I need to actually return a none, like a type none kind of thing. So in the enums, I can add that pretty easily, basically. That way I can just return, none should probably be the 0 one though. No, make sure it's 0. And then we return that and we'll do nothing. So we need to handle that in the switch though. Yeah, so case none, and just break. So then we should be perfectly fine. That, undo all the way, and it's fine. And it should not overflow the stack if we do too much stuff. So you know, like that. Yeah, and ignore forever anything. Keep on doing it. So it's just gonna keep repeating forever. So I should probably have a max one. And assertion failed. Dang, why did that happen? I'll need to look into why that happened because I don't know. I just did run into stuff that happened, which is not good. Let's see. Make the stack diamond. Alright, so we'll just keep building up forever, and that's not great. But it's pretty small changes for the most part, so it should be fine. Okay. Alright. That's pretty good then. So we have quite a bit. I'm gonna actually modify the visual mode. Because here, yeah, now we can actually delete this selection and use this as the selection, you know, the start and the end. So basically, buffer, delete selection, first state, and let's see, start and end, and I'm pretty sure that would just work for that. You know what I'm saying? Like this, select that. That seems right. Select the internal one, so SK, that's fine. We select multiple rows, that, okay. Select from there, we should have AJKL, and that worked. And then we should be able to undo it as well, so it's sort of like built in, you know? What I'm saying? It's built into the function, so. There we go. That's pretty good. Alright. And that's the only modifying key that we have in insert mode, at least right now. So that is good. And that, I think, is all the modifying keys, right? Yeah, so I think that's pretty much all the undo that we need, for the most part. Let's see, what else? What else would we have? Like, that we haven't implemented, at least. With replace, none of these modify anything. You might want one to, like, delete this row when you press, you know, O to open it, but, you know, it's fine. Tis fine for now, Okay. So. Alright, that's pretty cool, though. Yeah, that seems to work. Alright. Yeah, so we basically implemented undo, and it's, you know, it's a lot more, lot better in terms of memory. So, like, if I go here, and I can delete that, undo it, delete the row, and undo it, and that seems to have worked. I don't like how it puts you at the end, so I need to keep track of the cursor right now. Like, if you delete a row, then it puts you at the end, and I don't like that. Insert, no, I can't. Oh, that's the underscore. So I can, like, select this, undo that. That seems to have worked. Alright, that's pretty good. I can delete multiple characters, undo them all. The cursor kind of moved around kind of weird, though. also deleted too much, so that is not right. Yeah, deletes one extra. Oh shoot, how did I not see that? If I go into here, what's in the